want to talk today about fawning because that is something that on a short-term basis, it works okay. But on a long-term basis, it really works against you. And so I'm going to kind of share with you a little bit about what fawning is and what does it look like and what do you need to do to actually overcome fawning. It would be a practice that you would probably want to just give away. So what is fawning? Fawning is a coping mechanism. When a person is perceiving that there is danger or there is some kind of a threat, the person protects itself by fawning. That would mean that they are trying to be very pleasing. They will try to appease. They're going to be hypervigilant about not upsetting anyone and looking for responses from other people. And it is a way to protect yourself. It's to find that safety and that security built in. Those of you who have suffered from complex PTSD know quite well what it's like when you are faced with danger or some kind of a threat. The responses can be flight, fight, freeze, or fawn. It's a response to a threat or danger. And so there's an automatic response that is really generated by the sympathetic autonomic system. It's like a built-in generator, and we're not the only ones who has this. Actually, if you look at animals also, or mammals, even birds, they have the same response. It's like either they will attack you or they will run away. So there is this automatic system that's built in us when we perceive or we are actually in a situation where there is danger. And those of us who have suffered from complex PTSD know quite well that the responses can be automatic. As soon as the person walks into the room, your response is going to be either you're going to flight, fight, freeze, or fawn. Fawning is a coping mechanism that involves ingratiating oneself with others as a way to protect yourself. You protect yourself and avoid any kind of conflict. So that's why somebody will fawn. And especially people who have suffered from complex PTSD will avoid conflict at all costs. Now, not everybody does, but most of the time you will see that they want to avoid conflict. They don't want to. So in order to avoid the conflict, they're going to appease or please. And in adulthood, I will tell you what it looks like. Let's just say one of the parents got sick. And all of a sudden, the one that was exposed to a lot of abuse in childhood, they suffer from complex PTSD. They're going to quit their job. They're going to run back home and do a complete change in their lifestyle to come and take care of that parent. Now, they're very unhappy. They are miserable. They don't like it, but they're not going to say a word about it. They're going to continue to appease and please this person who actually abused them in their childhood. And so they are going to be very vigilant in making sure that this person is not going to be unhappy with them and that their needs and wants are paramount, and while completely neglecting one's own needs and wants. Another thing that the fawning, what did fawning looks like, is children who will start to take on the parent role. They will take on every role that there is. They're going to become their parents' confidant. They will become their emotional support. They will become their helper around the house. They will become their, as they start to grow, they will manage their money, or they will help them with grocery lists. In adulthood, they will actually become their caretaker. They will be their banker. They will be their chauffeur. They will be their cleaning lady. They will be their sister, brother. Every role that there is that they're going to take on to please the one that abused them. And this goes in all the other relationships as well, because they don't want any kind of conflict. They don't want anyone to be unhappy with them. They want everybody to like them. They want everybody to say what a great person this is. It's like seeking validation, again, through external means. And I've talked about codependency as well. So with complex PTSD, we do see a lot of codependency, a lot of shame. And so in order to avoid these uncomfortable needs, we give up our needs, we give up our wants, and we give totally to the other person and ignoring our own selves. And a lot of times you find people that are fawning feel very tired and very exhausted. They have a hard time sleeping. Their appetite is either they're eating too much or they're not eating enough. Their own self-care goes to the wayside because they are so involved in making sure that everybody is happy, everybody's needs is met. Another thing they do is they apologize a lot for everything, even things that they haven't done anything. They will apologize. I'm so sorry. Even though they actually had nothing to do with the situation, but it's being the very nice person. Well, the problem with that sometimes is that while they're trying to be this very nice person, they're also neglecting their own self completely. And sometimes that they may even disassociate because the stress gets so much that they disassociate. And then there are times when they will feel very angry and very resentful, but they dare not say that. So it's suppressing their emotions or repressing their emotions. They don't want anyone to know that they are upset, that they are sad, they are unhappy. They just will repress and suppress all those emotions. Fawning works okay for short term, but fawning does not work on a long-term basis because you end up neglecting your own needs and your own self. I recommend finding a good therapist to start working on how to overcome the emotional triggers, how to work through and process those feelings of complex PTSD, what that was like. Try to get in touch with those feelings that are still inside you that are associated with the trauma, and claim your own self. Get to know you and start setting boundaries. Start saying yes to yourself and no to others, because fawning is not going to work in a long-term basis. I hope you liked this video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel. And I am wishing you the best.